Hey guys, Charlie here, welcome to another video. And in today's video I want to go over how do people actually purchase services. So basically all this information I'm giving you is a little bit of a combination between my experience and knowledge and some studies that I've been looking here on my computer. So uh, I think it's a very reliable source. It's a very, how do you say this, it's a very new book from 2020, and it's talking about how do people actually purchase services. So what's the process they go through? And in services there's like two aspects very important. One is the quality of the experience. So depending on what type of service you're providing, this experience is very important. In the other end, we have credibility. So, for example, if you were to go to the doctor, what would you be looking for more? For a good experience or for credibility? Probably credibility, because you want someone who is good at what he's doing and that you have certainty that he is a specialist in that area in specific, and you're gonna get your problem solved rather than just having a nice time, right? You don't care having a nice time. Even there's like times that going to the doctor is not a good experience, but you go either way. For example, if you were going to cut your hair, get a haircut done, whatever, the experience is a little bit more important. There's not so much credibility. For example, someone who cuts hair doesn't need a college degree, or maybe they need like some kind of certification, but nothing very complicated. So they need so people actually look for a better experience rather than credibility when looking to cut their hair. So the question is, where do you fit your services in the experience or in the credibility? I believe that coaching or fitness coaching goes somewhere in the middle, maybe more to that credibility side, because obviously you're not gonna. I think this is one of the big problems with the fitness industry, that there's a lot of people with not much credibility, with not much knowledge, and that are actually not very capable of actually teaching and coaching, that they are doing it because they have a nice body and they're just posting pictures on Instagram and selling themselves as if they were amazing. And then you have a lot of people discontent about the results, with injuries or with unsatisfied needs. And so the experience is, they're selling more of an experience, right? And I believe that if you are gonna go and coach people and you're gonna specialize yourself into one specific niche and one specific goal, uh, then you're going more to the credibility side. And the thing is, when you have more credibility and you have more authority, or you are more of a specialist, you are able to charge more money. But you have to understand that there's the risk of having more credibility is that it's gonna be harder to evaluate the quality of your service. So basically, this is how things work. The the more credibility people need to purchase a service, the harder it's gonna be to evaluate that service itself. So if you want to charge more money for your time, then what you need to do is to be more of a specialist, someone specialized in a niche. Women, single moms that want to lose 10 pounds of fat by doing keto, right? Specific. And so basically you specialize yourself in, I help you with the nutrition with keto, I help you with weights, and I help only single mothers because I'm a single mother. And see, that's being a specialist. So if you do all these things right, then you're gonna be able to charge more money. But it's gonna be harder to evaluate if your service is good. So there are five aspects of evaluating a service, basically, of evaluating the quality of a service. So the first one is um, I'm actually watching the computer, obviously, but it's in Spanish. But trustability, basically the capacity, your capacity of executing the service as promised, right? In a trustable way and a precise way. So basically, this is just being a good professional. I've spoken about this before, giving an excellent service and everything. If you say you're gonna give these results, or you're gonna, I mean, not these results, but if you commit to give them their program at 8 p.m. in Monday, then do it when you said you would, because if you start like lacking on those things, then the trustability of your service goes down. The second thing is tangibility. So basically, this is your personal looks. For example, if you look neat, if you don't look like if you didn't showered, or if maybe your equipment is not clean, those kind of things. I think they don't apply too much to our case, but still, there are like, if you are doing in-person training, then definitely I think that's important. Then your ability of response, so how fast and how available are you to answer questions and to resolve problems. I know that many of you might have a lot of customers, and it's impossible to answer so many questions all the time. But in that case, you just set a calendar. You tell them, hey, I'm available from this hour from this hour. So if you don't know anything about your workout, make sure you tell me after the workout at this hour or before, whatever. So you make it clear when you're available, and that way they know what to expect. Because if you don't talk about this and they expect you to respond as fast as possible every time they speak to you, then you're gonna be very very tired. The fourth element of the quality of a service is safety. So if you are able to guarantee safety to people, then that's amazing. And many times, depending on what type of people you are treating and what you are specialized, for example, if you are like too much in sports, it can be a little bit dangerous. Or if you're treating with people a little bit older, they might get injured. So it's very important that you actually care about people, because I've seen so many times in the gyms trainers that don't care about people getting injured and not doing the things with the perfect form, and that is just lowering the quality of your service. So if you go to a gym and basically nobody, you're new to exercising, and nobody cares about your form, and you feel like you're doing it bad, then the service is gonna go down, and the perception of that customer towards the gym is gonna go down. He's not gonna recommend the gym. And the last one is empathy. Basically, this is what we spoke before about. Well, not in this video, but in other videos, about giving a personalized and authentic service. People are looking for more personal uh, experiences, right? More personalized and more human. So I believe that in coaching, creating relationships with your customers, I don't mean like go out with them as friends, no, but speaking to them and getting to know them, and going a little bit beyond your area of expertise, which is fitness, and go a little bit more personal, can really be helpful. This also depends a lot on the culture, but for the US culture and my culture, the Latino or Costa Rican culture, the case is that if you bond with your clients, then they're more likely to stay with you. If you just keep it professional, it's gonna be a little bit harder. Obviously, always be professional, but you can always like try to be to have some empathy with people, because many people that might come to you have struggles. I don't know, emotional struggles. Like, fitness is not just the body. I believe that there's a lot of emotional aspect involved, and even if you're not a psychologist, and I'm not saying that you have to like give therapy or anything, but you do need to have some empathy with people and not be like a robot and try to go a little bit further to build a bond. But this is the video for today, guys. This is how you improve the quality of your service. And basically, remember that depending on your case and where you want to go, you should focus more on the experience, or you should focus more on the credibility. And the more credibility people need, or the more credibility you are giving, the harder it's going to be to evaluate your service. And people need to know that your service is a high quality service. And trustability, tangibility, response time, safety, and empathy are 4 ways you can improve your service. So, which basically is your coaching. So yeah, guys, this is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you follow me on YouTube. Pura vida.